Well, hey everybody, how y'all doing on this wet Memorial Day? That's all right. Well, you can see what I built the other day. Just one of my tables. This is all out of scrap wood. Some of this wood was my neighbor's. He had found it in this old motel basement over here. The legs there, them are 2x6s, and when I was face cutting them and cleaning them up, that wood come out of Canada. And it's some good old wood, but it's just scrap wood, whatever I have laying in the shop. You don't have to have anything fancy. Now the difference of this is, this wood right here, that's a piece of dogwood. It's rough and everything. You don't want to stain this one because it would turn it really dark if you did and everything. So, it's going to be one of my painted tables and everything. Got a few more boards. I'm going to put another skirt on it right here. Gets the skirt, just like, it has the skirt right here. I've got them already cut and everything. I just got to get them in right in through here today. Put them things in and everything, and then I will finish lightly sanding. I like the marks. I like the swirl marks. I like the cross-cut marks. Gives it some patina. Just simple. And then right there's the Texas flags. They're already sewed, so he'll pick them up next week and everything. But hang on, folks. Let me turn you around. Well, good morning. How you all doing? I hope everybody's having a blessed day and a wonderful holiday. Even though it's going to rain, just go ahead and get out there and do something. You know me. I had a wonderful time yesterday. Let's set you down here. Oh, the old man can sit down here. I had a wonderful time yesterday. I had a guy that seen me on YouTube, contacted me, and I carve at Burger King a lot. Gives somebody a safe place because you don't know me and I don't know you, and that's fine. And it gives me a safe place. So he met me there, and his name is Rick. He lives right around Knoxville area. Another fellow woodworker who's building, and he does scroll saw work. And he's teaching his girlfriend how to do all this, and I had the absolute best time yesterday. I tell people, I'm on Google Maps. If you come to town and you want to meet me, I'll meet you at Burger King. You can come to the shop. But we just had a blast. I gave him all kinds of projects and everything that he could go home with, and just go for it. That's woodworking. There's no right, no wrong. And I did. I had the absolute best time with Rick. Super nice gentleman. Super nice gentleman. And I can't wait for our he comes to the shop, gets to see this crazy old shop. I told him, I said, I don't have a foo-foo shop. I have a working shop. There's dust and dirt and wood everywhere, but this is a true shop. We build here. We don't worry about dust. We build. But anywho, the other day I was cutting that a chicken out, and look at that flag. See how I'm quilting it? See, it looks like a lot of ripples. That's called, it's quilting. It's very simple. And there's a few other things I'm going to do to this one. This one's just a little different. But anywho, the other day I cut that rooster out, and I was showing Rick yesterday. So I twiddled on it a little bit. But I thought, let's do a little bit on the old YouTube channel here, because I'm not going to be outside today building, because Lord have mercy, she's raining. Yeah, let's get you down here. Yeah, she's really raining today. We had some bad storms go through. My dogs don't like it. My one dog, he's like, nope. He's been following me around like a tick on a hound dog. But we're just whittling today. Not going to do much. But yeah, the table over there, it was just a bunch of scrap 2x6s. My friend Brian gave me all this wood. He's been cleaning out this old motel over here in the basement. And they were all bundled up with some tape. They were about 36 inches long. And I put them down in the old cellar basement. And I thought the other day, I don't want to carve that day. I'd rather build something today. So, I just cut them all. I think I know a couple measurements. The legs are about 2 foot, and there's a 9.5 measurement, and there's maybe a 10. I couldn't tell you what the top is. I just ripped down wood and made a top, and You know, I just, you know, there's no blueprints with me. You know, I just built a table. I do a real an antique green. I may put that on there. I just don't know yet. I haven't figured that out. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. So, but you'll have to wait till, you know, because I do a burning on it to bring out the grain. So like I said, if you try to stain that table, oh, it'll be as black as my shoe, because the grains are just, you know, you got dogwood ear fencing grain. You've just got grain running everywhere, and a lot of end grain in places, and it's just not going to be pretty. So why not just, you know, paint it up, give it some love, and then you got a nice little table there. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. You don't have to have fancy wood. Nope. And it's all been put together with pocket screws. You know, I don't have a Craig. I have a European style. Craig is nice, don't get me wrong. I have one of the original small little Craigs. But I wanted this other style because it's all aluminum. It's all aluminum. And it's not plastic or nothing. And I like that because I use it quite a bit. I use biscuits, and, you know, a lot of people go, why don't you buy that new domino? Like, well, I'm not spending $1,500 for that. I just can't see it. $1,500. I mean, I can still use my biscuits. I still use dials. If I have to, I can cut tenants. You know, whatever. It don't matter to me. So, but I just wanted to, you know, show people that you don't have to have fancy wood. And I would have loved to have done a video, but my wife wasn't here when I was building it, because you literally would have to walk around while I was building it, because, you know, I cut outside, I cut inside, I frame outside, I frame inside. You know, when it's a nice day, I go outside. I like being outside. So it was mainly just built right there in front of the barn. A lot of people up on these balconies, because I live around these condos and stuff. It gives them something to watch, and, you know, shows them that, you know, what you can do just with a piece of junk wood. And a lot of them was really interested how, you know, they couldn't believe I could just take just a pile of wood. And one guy goes, well, where's your blueprints? I'm like, in my head. I don't need blueprints. I just build. But anywho, I thought we'd just jump on here. Let's jump on here. And my friend Brian, he was over last night. I cooked spaghetti for everybody and everything. So we ate supper together, and he said that he's trying to get his son to come this way. And that would be wonderful, because his son is a computer nut, he said. He knows all about computers, and I'm like, oh, wow. And he said, I was thinking of you, Dave, because I'm trying to, you know, get this, figure out some problems on the interweb, and, you know, answer some questions about some of the YouTube things, and, you know, just different things. I'm not a computer person. I'm a builder. I'm a woodworker. I'm a designer. That's my computer. So if his son does come here, he's going to hook us up, come over to the house, and get the old computer out and do it to it. It was funny. Brian got on the computer last night, and, you know, he goes, he's asking me all these questions about it, and I looked at him and said, I don't understand one word you're saying. I just don't, you know. And he goes, when's the last time it's been updated? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I just bought it. I don't know nothing about it. So I told him, I said, if you could set it up with icons and all I'd have to do is follow an icon, I would be fine. I can follow directions. So, but anyway, he said his son, if he does come this way, he's going to hook us up. And I'm hoping, because there's some things I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to set up a business site strictly for my woodworking, to lead people where they would know where they could go, get information, and buy my work that way. So I do sell this stuff. Everything you see that I make, it can be bought. You know, I made that American flag. I mean, and I make them Texas flags and the tables and all this can be bought. All this can be bought. So, I got to build something where, I am on Facebook and, and everything, and I have pictures on a Whittler Dave site, but I want to build one that's even better. We bought this stamping thing and the scales and stuff, and I've got to learn to use that. That way, if you ask me how much is it going to cost to ship it, I could tell you. But I just got to get somebody to sit down and show the old man how to use it. This is me. This is how I know how to do. And here, or the table, or what have you. I just, that's my computer. It's my, but I don't understand all that bleep bleep stuff. I sure don't. This is all I understand. Now you can see, there's just a basic leg. He's still just a tad thick, and this little muscle down right here, the top of his leg. You got to make sure you get right and left, because I've done that. You want to make sure. Oh Lord, have I ever done that? Okay, because what I'm saying, that's the front part of the leg right there. So you got to, okay, this one goes here, and you got to take this leg and make sure it goes right here. Don't get them carved backwards, because then, like I said, so what just make sure you do that. Okay, now this one is on this side. Anyway, let's see here. Hang on, folks. I got to get some marking stick. There we go. I had to get something to mark with. Okay, let's just. Yeah, we know that right there is going to go right there. Okay. Because did it? I've done it. Been there. All that stuff. And like I said, we're going to knock off some corners. It's all about the painting on this. The carving is really nothing. Just fun, whimsical carving. Yep, it is. That's all that is. Well, I'm hoping some of this rain will get out for the folks that came here to Tennessee for the vacation, but I don't know. It was a nice day yesterday, up to a certain point, and then she finally let loose. But woo! It came in with vengeance. I'm glad this ain't snow. I really don't like snow. This has been all snow here in the mountains. Ooh. I would not like that. Some. And we're just gonna round the body. Just doing a little love here. Gotta be careful in through here, because you gotta set that head. Gotta understand, you gotta do two sides at once. And like I said, where's the head at? The neck. It's like a puzzle. So you gotta be very careful in through here. Now I'll take this down at an angle and everything. Just like this. Yes. Let me fit it back to make sure everything's looking good. See? Everything's starting to look better. Gotta get him out of there. Now, let's take this down just a little bit. And I'll do some chatter carving across the front of this. You don't want to leave it flat. There's no life there. Gotta go out and buy some more dog ears. I'm totally out. I need to finish a couple things. And I went and looked at dog ears the other day when I was in Sevierville, but golly, they were no good. They were just, whew, they were just not worth the money. So maybe I'll go to Newport, Tennessee, and to the other Lowe's and see if they got anything better. But you gotta have decent ones. You don't want to. I know they're cheap. But I don't need something that's all curled all up already. got to be careful right here too, because you got to get the comb on it. So it's going to, let's mark. Put a little mark right there so we know we can carve down, leave this more flat, besides the edges. You know, you just got to kind of look at it. Like I said, don't take off more than you can chew. Yeah, Rick and I, we had a good time yesterday. You know, that's why, you know, I told my wife, I said, well, at least the channel is reaching out and telling people who I am and getting more people coming here and, you know, finding out, you know, that I will show, teach. I can teach anywhere. I can. I was pulling out stuff out of the bag yesterday and just handing it to him, getting him started and everything, you know. And I don't want anything, you know. I just want respect and friendship, you know, and let's build a long time friendship. And you know, I told him, you know, hey, if you got questions, we exchanged personal phone numbers. I got his phone number in my phone now. He's got mine. That way, if, you know, he can call me and his name will pop up on my phone. See, just simple. His name will pop up on my phone, and then I'll know who's calling me. Because them crazy robocalls nowadays, they hurt me, because if I don't answer them, then I could be losing a sale. But as soon as I answer it, then it hooks me up to their stupid computer, and then they call me all the time. You know, I just think that should be illegal. You know, selling our phone numbers. You know, it should be my discretion who you give out your phone number. Not some idiot out there buying phone numbers. To me, that's just totally wrong. But, you know, it just is. I don't care who thinks it is or not. You know. Okay. This is looking good. So like I said, we had fun, and we're going to meet again, you know, and chit-chat. And he's going to come to the shop. I told him to bring his girlfriend, you know, and I've got a scroll saw over here. If she wanted to use it, it's just sitting there. Or if she wanted to learn to use the bandsaw, or some, you know, there's various tools that, you know, I will teach you. You know, I'm a very good teacher. Alrighty. Let's get a little bit of writing through here. I learned something new the other day, and I apologized. You know, I run out of time on my camera when I was right there towards the last, and I didn't know that would happen. So, but you know, I went ahead and posted the video, and it was the last one I did. And I didn't know you could run out of time. I just thought it would just film. That shows you how much I don't know. You know? But I would like to use my computer. It was an investment, you know, and maybe learn some editing. And, you know, my wife's going to learn to do it too. And, you know, do several videos and then, you know, put a nice one together. I'm not going to change who I am. No. I mean, this is, you know, I always say good morning, or how y'all doing, or whoopsie-doo, or whatever. You know, that's just me. We all got a little niche of how we are in life. You know, and that's mine. And right now I'm doing a little whoopsie-doo. Whoop, whoop, whoopsie-doo. That's just all I am. Yeah. Got my shirt stuck. I just kind of look at it. I'm hoping here in a few weeks, Brian will he's been remodeling this motel behind my house. Very busy man. But I want to get him out and let's start our shoe carving. I told Rick I'm going to make him up some shoes. And so he can take and whittle a shoe. Maybe he'll find it like me to be very fun and relaxing. I've always enjoyed it. Let's create a shoe. Alright. We are knocking her out. Like I said, this is just simple ABC carving. And again, I tell people, it doesn't pay me to do a lot of fancy sculpture carvings and, and this and that, because where I live at, I'm not going to, all I'm doing is spinning wheels. And I did that when I was younger. I was all into that. Now I just, I don't care about it. I don't. I mean, where I live, you gotta have the knockoffs, or you're just not gonna survive. I can take you, of course they're not hand done, but even the ones that's done on a machine, they're not selling them. The prices are just unreal. Unreal. Alrighty. Yes'm. Alright, let's take off a little bit right here. You want to be very careful right here. Yeah, a little bit right there. And a little bit right there. Because you got got too many pieces. There it is. This little beak here. Let's put this thing together so we don't make a mistake. Let's see here. Hang on, folks. I have... Well, where did you go? We could use this. Make a little platform here so I can... This is a lot of pieces I got to put back together. So, we're just going to check everything out. Where's the... Alright, make sure, okay, this goes here. Gets tucked underneath there. There's another one of them little mushroom houses. See that? Oops, that jumped out of my hands. See the rocks, and there's the little windows, and, I make these all the time. Just have a solid little block. That's a piece of bass. That's all that is. Alrighty, over here it is. Don't want to lose a piece, because I've done that. Then you got to try to match the piece. Okay, so that gets carved there, which I'm not worried about the legs. The legs will get here, and then, let's see, if I did any of the wings, okay, wings will get right here, it gets all cut back, put back together, it's just a giant puzzle, it's all this is, so, I'm going to take this X-Acto knife and come in here, because I want to make sure I get right there. Yes, it goes against that grain a little bit. Nope, you'll break that off. And I'm not, I was telling Rick yesterday, people just think it's sacrilegious to use an X-Acto knife, but why? Why? It's a knife, it's a blade, like I'm going against grain right here. I don't understand why you think it's just smart to dull your blade. I mean, these things are, dime a dozen basically. So, I don't see anything wrong in using it. There's a guy on YouTube that carves with a box cutter. I think it's awesome. What he's got, that's what he's using, and I don't see anything wrong with it. I use everything. If I can get a rock to hold an edge, I'm going to do it. Alrighty. Okay, now see, we've got that set. See, this side here has been cut more, so you can tell. Just set it in a little bit. Now, you need to set this in just a smidge Rudy. Told Rick where to buy this wood at, so I think he's maybe getting him some. I know my friend in Texas, when he comes back, he's definitely wanting some. I gave him some wood and he took it back to Texas because he said he can't get this type of wood there. So I gave him some out of the shop so he could have some. I cut Rick out some hearts and gave him some of my mice, and gave him some blocks of wood and showed him how, just carve a mushroom, just whittle. That's the whole thing. It's just whittling, having fun. You may go out to eat somewhere, and or you're at a park, and they're doing their thing, and you just pull out your pocket knife or whatever you got, and just little block of wood, and just sit there on the park bench and just whittle. That's the way I grew up. Just whittle. You don't have to. I took a little piece of wood yesterday, just a very little piece, and in a few minutes I had just a little spirit man carved out of it. And there was not much detail. It was so little. My Lord, it was probably like 3/8 by 3/8. But like I was showing Rick, you don't have to be perfect. That is just pure carving. Just taking something out of the blue and just whoop, whoop, or just get you a little stick. Just a little stick. Do a little whoop-de-doo to it, and there you go. You don't have to be perfect. Just want people to get out there and go for it. That's what I want. I'm challenging everybody. Another guy, he contacted me and liked my idea about coloring books. Yeah, shoot, I've used them. Find a coloring book that you like. It just has definite lines, and that's all you need. And get you a piece of carbon paper and trace it out and cut it out, and maybe make your children something unique, for Christmas. Maybe one of their characters that they like, on TV. Well, cut it out and just carve a few of the lines on it. Do some one-dimensional carving on it and paint it up. And they got something that none of their friends has got. They got something that Dad made or Mom made. That's the trick. Creativity. Yes. Yes. Making is the best. You're always going to hear me say, anything bought here, made here, is 10 times better than anything bought away from here. And I'll argue with you to the day I fall over, because that's just me. Until there's moisture in the air, the old arthritis in the hands. Yeah. I've used these hands for years, folks. I sure have. If they could talk, they could tell you stories. I'm telling you. May tell you something that they don't like me. Some of the things I've done to them. Like, I don't like that old man. Do you know what he did to me one year? Yep. He probably would. And I'm rightly owned. I mean, I can't blame him. I can't. Nope. I can't blame him at all. Like I said, it's just back and forth. You want to fit it. Put the puzzle together and look. You'll see where you need to taper a little bit more. Then get your piece of sandpaper. You don't want to sand it all. You're just kind of hitting the high spots and everything. Telling you where you need to put a little bit more love. Yeah, I like that. The little high spot right there. Right there. But what's happening is that's against the grain again. And I don't want to pull it out. So I'm just going to come in here with this little knifey ruler here. There you go. And then we're going to put this back in. And There you go. Now then what we're going to do, this, the front of this is sanded. We're going to do it with that sandpaper, folks. Did you see me? This is sanded. So we're just going to kind of round this, you know, leave these really hard edges here. That's all we're doing. Let's round this one and round this one. See how I've rounded all that? Just kind of don't want them hard edges. And there it is. Yeah. Now there's a hard edge right here. And if you carve that with a knife, you're going to break it off. I'm going to tell you that right now. And how do I know that? Well, I just do. Been there and done that little trick. So the sandpaper. There's not much there, and you will lose it in a heartbeat. I'm telling you. Look what I did. I was putting it on backwards, folks. Done turned his head around. Yeah. That's just exactly what I wanted. Yep. Don't lose a piece. Falls on this, Lord have mercy. You may never find it. Let's see here. Down, up, down. You want these right here to look like you know, they're flowing in the wind. Yes, this will be up. And it's going to be, that's down, up, down. Okay. And they don't have to be perfect. Come on now. Let's just, remember, don't worry about it. And if it breaks off the tip, well, just make it a little shorter. You know? Don't cry over spilled milk. You know how I am. Yep. Them facets in there and leave them marks and, you know, stuff like that. The little swoop-de-doo here. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo-doo, whoop-de-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Whoop, whoop, whoop-de-doo. There you go. I know, folks, I can't sing. But I have fun. That's all that matters in life, as long as you're having fun. My grandmother always told me, if you can't make fun of yourself and laugh about yourself, then why live? And I agree with her 100%. You know, can't hurt the old man's feelings at all. And these here, this is the back side, so I'm just going to kind of round them off. And I'm really chattering a lot. That's against the grain. There you go. There you go. See, I'm making them lean that way because this, I'm making them turn towards the front of the bird. Of the chicken, chicken, chick, chick. I tell you what, I can tell you, it's the moisture in the air. Whoo! The old hands don't like today. Too much moisture. Way too much. And like I said, you know, it's got the lines on it. I like that, but it's too flat. So we're just going to come in here and do a little Scoopy-Doos here with this little dog leg I got here. Give it some facets and, you know, take off a little bit more this way and give it some love. I know a lot of this is going to be hard to see because this is a very white wood. But once you add the paint and stuff and all the way I paint, once you add everything to it and get the collars right and get the shadows and all the, you know, everything in there, this stuff will pop out like you won't believe. And I don't take all them little factory marks out. I don't want to. I just want to add some more love to it. Oop, that'll split out. You got to learn to feel it. Yeah. There you go. Lots of whoopsies there. And I'll do the same thing on this. I mean, this side here is really flat right here. So we're going to have to lose this. This is the back side. It's not a full front to back carving, but it kind of is. So think about that. Give it some love. Oh, she's picking up, folks. You see that? She about picked up on me. You can fix it. That cat that I did the other day, the little cedar cat that broke the foot off, I sold it yesterday. Lady was, I had it there at Burger King, and she came up and said, "Is that a cat?" I said, "Yes, that's a folk art cat." And she goes, "I love it." She said a friend of hers just buried her little kitten, and she goes, "This would merely make her happy." So she bought it yesterday. Yep. Very simple carving, just like this is. This is just a very simple carving. Warm up them hands again. Woo! Gotta love old age, folks. It's sneaking up on you. Alrighty. There you go. We are coming along, coming along, coming along. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Where's my knife at? Oh, there you are. He was hiding. I get a little taper job right here to set this in. I said these are very simple. Alright, here's that. Now, get off there. It's all about the painting of this one, folks. I'm telling you. A lot of these folk art I do and stuff, it's, it's all about painting. Carving's one technique, and it's all about the painting. That's the other part that you got to learn to master. Is get that painting right, and it'll pop out, look like $1 million. I'm telling you. Just get the painting right. Yep. Just cutting these little lines in, giving some love, a little bit more whoopsie-doo. That's all this is. A little bit on this side. This is the back side. Yep. Well, like I said, if I learn to use the computer a little bit, I can do more longer videos, and then I can compile them all together. Like I said, I'm not going to change the style or how I talk or anything like that. I just want to get where I can do several of them and, maybe speed up a couple things like everybody else does, and kind of, do some things like that. And then we can have a little bit more of a video for you folks. I sure do love talking to everybody. A lot of people don't understand that, but I love when I get on here and able to talk to people and show my love, and it's already working. I mean, I got people contacting me, coming here. I got a guy coming out of Arkansas. He's going to come and visit the old man. I cannot wait. Can't wait. So, now he's going to come here. I don't know if he's meeting me at my house or Burger King. It doesn't matter to me. I was even asked the other day, do I do any schools? I said, I used to do a lot of schools, but haven't done it in a while. But yes, I would go to a school. Show the children what you can do just with some basic art, basic this and that. I've taught at a lot of schools. Sure have. I've taught nighttime classes, daytime, demonstrations. I've done all that. Been a while, but I would do it again. And I don't charge now. I mean, this is all God given. I don't charge to you sit down and watch me. I don't put a tip bucket out so you can watch me. I'm there for you. Show you my love. A little swoop-de-doo here. It's flat. So I said, with this carving here, you just gotta look. Where does it not look right? There you go. And see what I did? That was flat. Just flat. And then like, no, it don't look right. So now, when you put it up there, let's try to get you right. When you put it up there, see how it just looks better. It kind of got that little swoop there. And then what you do is you just take your sandpaper, leave them around them hard edges off, just like that. And you are a done deal. Listen. A done deal. And then you get your head on there. Let me put this together. You got to go back and forth. I can't stress that enough. On this type of carving, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. You already see a spot right there. It's high. It's flared out. So, I'm kind of take that baby doll down. You got to be willing to criticize your own work and figure out where you have made a mistake and fix it. That's it. Just fix your own work. That's all it is. And we got the beak, and then the gollop, and finish up the let's see here. What the wings, and the wings are little. They're wings. That's all they are. Take this down like this. Take this down like this. And come over here. Take this down. Take this down. About like the leg now. Leave a high spot right now. Don't take off more than you can chew. You'll hear me say that a lot. Have your piece there. Look. Now, it's flat. The wing's flat. So, I'm going to draw this for you. So, why is it flat? Well, it's flattened through here. So, take that wing and go like that. Okay, oops, it's cold. Okay. What that's going to do is you do a little whoop-de-doo in there. And it's going to give the illusion that it's not flat. It's it's lifted off, and don't get in through here because that's where you have to reattach it. Remember that. Take that up, taper these things this way, give it some little whoop-de-doo and all this stuff. Put your wing back on there and see it's lifting. It's lifting. See that right there? It don't look flat anymore. It's not done. Nope. A little bit more whoop-de-doo. A little bit. Put them back on there. Now, see what I'm saying? Starting to lift it. See right here? It's all right into here. It ain't flat. You don't want it flat. Nope. You just don't. There's no life. You just got a little bit each time. Don't take too much off. I can't stress that enough. You just want to do a little love here. And come in here and lose this corner right here. Take that right there. Because you want these here going at an angle. Like they're pointing outward. Not inward. And put it back on there. See how all that's raised up now? All that's raised up. Every bit of it. It's flat here, But like I said, you don't want to leave that edge. You don't want to leave that. You want to cut a shadow right there. Just take that off. You don't have to take off much. Come in the front of this. Get rid of all that. Chatter that up. Give it some love. You know, take that off. Take that off. And then come in here. Cut these petals at an angle. Right there. You know you're not going to see this. You may see some of it. So cut the back side of it. You know, that way it gives you the illusion that this is a wing. It sits there and it flies. Come in here. Make sure you touch all parts of the carving. Make sure. Do some chatter. Do some chatter. You know, that right there. It's going against the grain. It's just not doing what I want. So we're going to go here with this knife. It just tears the grain. And I'm not going to sit here and sand until my arm falls off. Awesome. Well, I probably need to jump off here because I don't want to run out of time. I would love to keep on going, but I'm going to run out of time and everything, so I don't want that to happen again. So let's get you back up here. Like I said, I'm going to figure out some of these time problems and stuff and everything, and I'll figure it out. But anywho, I've had a wonderful morning with all you. I appreciate everybody. Everybody's been going on leaving me comments and likes and shares. That's the trick. Get on there, like it, share it, and comment. That's going to help this channel. Let's grow a good, fun channel. You can contact me like people have and say, hey, I'd like to make that. Well, I'll draw you a pattern. I'll cut it out of wood. Give me your address and I'll ship it to you. You know, this is how I am. I'll pay for the shipping if you want to, I'll just ship it to you, literally. And then you can be a carver there in your hometown. It don't matter to me. A higher power gave me this talent. I don't know who did, but I tell you a higher power. It's my love. But like I said, you get on there, like, share, and give me comments. And that right there, that humbles me. I appreciate everybody. I'm always here at my shop. Like I said, I live right here. So, I'm in my shop, and, it seems like 95% of the day I'm here, unless I'm at Burger King. And I let people know that, so you can come to Burger King if you're in town and come and see me. Veterans Highway, very simple to find. But anywho, I just want to say thank you all. I appreciate everybody, and I will just talk to you later. And y'all have a wonderful holiday and everything, and maybe it won't rain all day, All right, folks. I appreciate everybody, and I want to say thank you again, and you have a blessed one.